The mayor of Uvalde says part of an investigative report on the school shooting with very specific detail is wrong. Hello, I'm Steve Eager. This is the latest example of information that seems irrefutable suddenly being called into doubt. The mayor has accused Texas DPS of covering up its own failures, but DPS says it wants transparency too. Most importantly, the families of the 19 children and 2 teachers murdered at Robb Elementary deserve a clear accounting of what happened there. Fox 4's Stephen Dial has today's update. Stephen.
Steve, the Uvalde mayor says part of that recent report that cites multiple missed opportunities to, in that report's words, take down the gunman. The mayor of Uvalde is calling part of that report false. This comes as the House committee investigating what went wrong is being blocked from obtaining school surveillance video because they want to release it to the public. More than a month after the deadly school shooting in Uvalde, there is even more confusion and lack of clarity about the law enforcement response. Earlier this week, a 26-page report by school security training experts identified missed chances to stop the gunman before he entered Robb Elementary. The findings are based on school surveillance video, body camera video, and testimony from officers. One account comes from an unidentified on-scene investigator who said a Uvalde police officer observed the suspect outside the school and trained his rifle on him, then declined to take the shot while waiting for supervisor approval. In a rebuke of the report, Uvalde Mayor Don McLaughlin said, quote, "No Uvalde Police Department officer saw the shooter on May 24th prior to him entering the school. No Uvalde police officer had any opportunity to take a shot at the gunman. A Uvalde Police Department officer saw someone outside but was unsure as to who he was and observed children in the area as well. Ultimately, it was a coach with children on the playground, not the shooter." Those two specific but contradictory accounts fit a pattern of inconsistencies with the investigation. McLaughlin, a Republican, has blamed a lack of transparency for the confusion, voicing frustration with the governor's office and Department of Public Safety. This is what he said in a June city council meeting.
I've contacted them every day. I don't get a damn thing out of them. Called the governor's office too. I don't get any information. I actually want to know who the hell's in charge of this investigation.
His most recent statement went on to say piecemeal information is a disservice to families who lost children or parents. Investigations in the House and Senate in Texas are ongoing. In a tweet Friday, House Special Committee Chairman Dustin Burrows said he requested hallway surveillance video without audio be made available as part of the committee's preliminary report. He says it didn't show any video of violence. In response, Texas DPS agreed, saying, quote, "Releasing this video would assist us in providing as much transparency as possible to the public without interfering with the investigation." The letter went on to say, "We have communicated your request to the Uvalde County District Attorney Christina Mitchell Busby. She has objected to releasing the video and has instructed us not to do so." Last month, San Antonio Senator Roland Gutierrez sued DPS. His district includes the city of Uvalde. He appeared on Fox News to talk about how the media and his office are being blocked from reviewing body camera video.
We're getting half-truths, innuendo, and snippets of body cam footage that he chooses to give, while at the same time, he tells the Attorney General, seeks an exception from all of the media open records requests, suggesting that his body cameras on his officers should not be disclosed because we'll learn some kind of secrets or trade secrets of their weaknesses in their operations.
And in that letter from the Department of Public Safety, they further went on to say that they are going off of the professional experience of the DA as it pertains to the video. So far, the district attorney there in Uvalde has not responded to any media requests or made any public comments in response to her blocking the public access of the video.